Hello, once again, beautiful souls. This is becoming more and more something that I'm guided to do, to express, to share, but still is a process actually getting here and doing this. I've heard a lot of other people say the same thing, people that I've listened to in all sorts of walks of life, all different self-development, spiritual, business, and there have been many that I've heard say the same thing, that it's a bit of a process getting to actually do this, unless you're fully trained in it, or is it something you've been doing since you were very young. And I have never had a problem being in front of the camera, having done acting work, part of a amateur dramatic theatre company, and other bits and pieces and sort of extra work and film work, that kind of stuff. So I've never had really a problem with being in front of the camera or having my photo taken when I was younger, having my photo taken, like, childhood pictures that you do, parents take, etc. However, this is expressing in a different way. This is allowing myself to be seen as I truly am, not keeping parts of me as hidden as much. So before I came on, I opened up Sacred Space, which is a shamanic practice, and at some point I do plan to do some videos showing how to open up sacred space, as there's some shamanic practices that can be shared with people that are not shamanically trained or on the medicine wheel, but as I've spoken to my teacher, and there are practices that can be shared for just the people that are wanting to just do a little bit more, that find resonance with the idea of sitting in that energy, because it's an energy of working as one, as in connection with one, with nature, as we're part of, in collaboration, the word I was looking for, with nature, with Mother Earth, with the cosmos, with the all. So it's very beautiful, it's very powerful, it's very transformative, but it's a very lovely thing. It's very lovely energy to be sitting in, when you feel all the different energies of all the different elements that surround us, that are actually part of us, but yet we have forgotten a lot of time, for our own choice and just through the process of being human. But that's a whole other story, and there's lots of information out there, theories and etc., if people are willing to research and look. So I save that for you to go and do your own research if you feel so called. But I will be sharing some, like I say, in future videos on some shamanic practices, and maybe some other bits and pieces that I find as I feel guided to, and stuff, that practices that may benefit the others out there that are starting to feel the possibility that there is more, that have a soul's calling or a soul's yearning for more, getting in touch with a deeper part of themselves. And through that deeper part, that inner part of ourselves, is where we get in touch with, when we connect to other energies. And one that I think I've said in the previous video that I connect with really strongly at my core, it's the deepest, strongest connection I have found within myself, that is part of myself, not just as an energy I'm connecting to, but actually is within, part of me, is part of my soul, is the love, is the pure, unconditional, blissful, joyful, peaceful love, just pure love. It's compassionate, it's blissful, it's joyful, it's grateful, it's appreciative, it's it's all for me, my journey, what I feel in my soul to be truth, at least for me on my journey, is love is the greatest energy. Is that I believe, I feel that somewhere down the line that all of this comes from love, and at some point it's all going to go back to love, and then that really is all there is just love. But again, it's all at perspective. It's all how we have experienced the world, how we choose to continue to want to experience the world. It's all a choice. I choose to see and feel love, as that's what feels truth for me. That's what feels good for me. That's what lights me up from the inside. That's what puts this smile on my face, which I have. You know, I am very blessed to have set my life up, to have followed my soul, my heart, its callings and yearnings for how many years that I've on this path now. And I grew up, and I shared a previous video, I'm not sharing a previous video, but I grew up with a very spiritually open family, coming from a lineage of spiritually open, connected bloodline, ancestral bloodline. So for me, this stuff, I'm very curious. My first and favorite question growing up was why I want to know why, and I still want to know everything. That's just innately part of me. I have a passion for learning. I love discovering, exploring, getting to know. I love meeting new people, I love connecting. All of that for me is experiences to be relished and enjoyed and savoured. I love it. I love. So I've always been aware that I see the world maybe in a different way than a lot of the people did that when I was growing up. And I've been kind of aware of this all of my life. In one way, shape or form, I just didn't express it. I hid it. I suppressed it, repressed it, as I believed it made me too different. It made me stand out too much. And that was something at the time the human part of me could not, or this human being that's talking to you now, the human part of me was not able to deal with at the time. And now, having come more into balance and more connected with the truth of me, the core of me, and then also connected in turn with other energies that are my team, my spiritual team, my guiders, my protectors, my assisters, my supporters, my other beings of the high vibrational, pure, unconditional love and light that I feel with me, within me, around me, all of the time, when I choose to connect and align with that and connect with it, connect into that. And so having the reason for doing this video is I have been engaging with the process of automatic writing, or connecting with these energies and allowing thoughts, they're not thoughts because they come from a different place. The thoughts, the ego, the mind is a different type of energy. So when the mind is when it's thinking, when I feel, or when I think, or when I have these thoughts, or where these thoughts that are going through my mind, what I feel is different to how I feel when these energies are coming through. It's like my heart is speaking to me. It's like my soul is speaking to me through my heart. So the feelings that the physical sensations or the energy sensations that then produce a physical response within and around my body is different to when it's just thoughts of the mind. So, but there's automatic writing is a practice that then these are all practices I believe that all of us are able to do if we choose to allow ourselves to connect, come into alignment to connect, and each person will have their own individual journey of doing that. And some people are ready for it and want that, and some people are not. And I feel like, we're all on our own journey, as I've said before, and I don't feel like any of us, if we all come from love and we're all going back to love, and it's love is really all there is behind it all, then none of us are broken. None of us really actually need fixing. From an energetic point of view, from a human point of view, obviously the view is different, but from an energetic point of view, and this is again what it feels truth for me. I have to sit with that for a moment, because I have this rush of warm, beautiful energy that runs through me and around me when I say things like that, when I speak my truth, when I express that, when I express the truth, or my truth, as I feel it. And so when I do these practices, which I say I believe we're all capable of on some level, but it's just the choices that we make as to whether we decide and we allow ourselves to do this. But that's again a whole other tangent that I won't go on. 12 on the clock. So with this automatic writing, and I first found out about this practice with a channel who I listen to very regularly, who has his own channel on YouTube, a guy called Lee Harris, a gentleman called Lee Harris. And he was the first guide, if you like, who that I heard about this sort of practice. And I know there's other people that do it, but his was the first this particular one was the one that I tried the most. And first of all, and Lee states when in one of the videos that he says about doing this sort of it's almost like speaking to your soul. It's almost giving your soul space to speak. And I found it very therapeutic. I found it very freeing, and I found it was through this practice that I really first became aware of this energy of love, pure unconditional love within me. And at the time I remember thinking that I was kind of connecting to an energy that was within me, but that was of something else that was then connecting to me. At the time I wasn't aware, and I'm only really just become aware of what I'm saying now as I'm saying it, that I wasn't aware that the energy actually, as well as I'm connecting to the energy of me, is connecting to another energy, if you like, and that's what makes it come through more powerfully. But that spark of that energy was actually within me the whole time. It is my soul. It is at the very core of my being, is that spark of pure unconditional love. And that's how I'm able to connect to that pure unconditional love in a stronger, deeper, powerful way. But it was through this process of doing this sort of automatic writing, or allowing my soul to speak. And I don't remember the actual word that Lee said that you ask this was, I think, was Lee Harris. What do my soul or my guides want to tell me today, would like to tell me today? And you kind of sit. I mean, there's a video I'm able to time Lee Harris, and I think it's working. Is it working with your guides or working with your intuition? something along those lines, but it's one that's quite popular of Lee's to find on YouTube. I believe that his YouTube channel is Lee Harris. However, if that's incorrect, I'll put a comment on there at some point just to confirm the channel. And that's sort of the question. Then he sort of just sits in a meditative state, which is really just a like what an athlete would call it in flow state, or if you're an artist of any sort, be a creative kind of state, that kind of meditative state, and just write down what comes through. And I said, the more that I've done it, I've been doing it for almost a couple of years now, the more that I've done it, just irregularly, but the more that I've done it and allow myself to connect in that space, the more aware I've become of how the difference feels, and when it's the thoughts of the head, the mind, and then these sort of feelings, like the heart speaking or the soul speaking, is the only way that it's the best way I can kind of articulate it or describe it. And I haven't really felt called to share any of the previous ones, as Lee states that a lot of the stuff that's just going to come through is all about love and how much you are loved, how much I am loved, how much we're all loved, and feel the energy of love. You are love. All this was sort of about love, really. And it's from what Lee was saying, is that's kind of setting our foundation so that you can kind of so how I feel, having gone through the process, is it's kind of setting a foundation for almost building up a reciprocal relationship, a trust between I suppose myself, whether it's my soul speaking, my inner high self, my oversoul, the universe, source, spirit, whatever guides, whatever terminology you wish to use. For me, it's if we are all love and we're all going back to love, then for me it's all of it. It's just love. So I feel, for me, that using the word love and the energy of love is what I connect to, is what feels truth for me, especially as I said about me, about already having that spark of that love energy within me. So that is what makes the most sense to me. So but the latest one that I got, which was a few weeks ago, was slightly different. It was a love energy, but the wording that came through, the message that came through, was different, and this I felt called to share. Hence this video. So I will share. There are no blocks unless believe it so. There is only an awakening, a reawakening, a remembering, a reconnection to self, to the soul self. After awakening and remembering, or starting to come to alignment or realignment, through this realignment comes reconnection to soul self. And then comes love, bliss, harmony, abundance, freedom. Keep going, you are on the path your soul intended. Can you feel it? The excitement of it? Do you feel us, your guides, your loved ones, your spiritual team, your supporters around you, with you, within you? You are here to do great things. You are the greatest thing. You are a piece of the greatest thing, the greatest energy of all. Remember, we are all connected. We are all one. We love and honor you in every moment. Live, laugh, love, share, express, shine. Plant seeds for all. Come again soon. it was such a beautiful message that came through when I got this, that the energy felt very similar to the energy I felt the first time I really became aware of the connection to this love energy, and then the realization that actually this wasn't me connecting to a separate love energy that was then connecting to a part of me inside, that actually the love energy was already within me, and this connection was just a continuation of that love energy. And it was so overwhelming, it made me cry, because it was like coming home for me, is how it felt to me. It was coming home to an energy that I hadn't, this human, and I say human as in like I'm a soul and I'm in a human vessel. I laugh as if there are people that have known this human version of me, the previous versions, if you like, of me, when I was still hiding a lot of this, or suppressing, even for myself, suppressing and repressing a lot of this. If they see any of these videos, particularly this particular one, and I'm sure as more videos that come out, the more that I allow this side of me to be expressed, the truth of me to be expressed, I can only imagine what they're going to be believing when they see this. But at the same time, I know that I have to be truth to myself, and I have to be authentic. For me, my being, my soul, authenticity of who I truly am, and my soul at my core is part of love, is how I connect, how I am aware, how I know that I am part of this, I am this love energy, I am part of this love energy, this energy of love. I had to be authentic with myself. I had to face stuff that was within me and be true and stay true to me, to my core, as I went through those processes with the help of some beautiful people that I've met along the way, some beautiful beings that I've met along the way, including my team, that's the human eye can't actually be seen. Oh, and my phone is about to, I think memory's about to go. So yeah, so this is part of it for me, is this expressing truth who I am is part of my journey, part of my process. So I hope you enjoyed, those who have watched and joined me. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for connecting with me. And I send blessings of pure unconditional love to you all. From me, from the energy of love, from the universe, the multiverse, from whichever term you wish to use, from love. Thank you.